Alex UV Guide, and today we're gonna check out how we can limit our particles by using particle tuner. As you can see here, I've simulated my fountain following VFX for ArcViz workshop, and we had a question on how we can limit our particles before they reach the end of a line. You can see that we're getting this very hard border here. This is the end of our simulation box. I'm gonna click P and go to the perspective view, so you can see that the minute our water reaching this border, it becomes very sharp and very noticeable. So how we can fix this? We're gonna use a helper. So if we go here into our helpers and select Phoenix FD, we can add particle tuner to our simulation. So let's do this first. I'm gonna click and add particle tuner right here. Now the second thing we need to do is we need to place an object in order to limit the spread of this of those particles. So I'm gonna go here on the top view, and you can see the red one is our border. This is how far the water reaches, and the green one is scalable. If you were watching this video tutorial, you probably saw that we can do one that is being scaled up and down, depends on how far the water being simulated. So I'm gonna go in my regular standard primitives. I'm actually gonna choose cylinder. I can put a box here, but since we have a circular water fountain, I'm gonna use a cylinder in order to limit this. So I'm going to create cylinder like this to match our lines, the red lines. This is the limitation of the border for the simulation box. And let me just expand it just a little more so we get this nice line right here. I'm going to add a little bit more sides, so it will be a little bit more of a random here. And let's go click P, and we gotta get the height also. I'm gonna go higher with this and reach really the end of my limitation for the simulation box. Now here, so we can see it a little bit better, I'm going to put visibility on 0.3, and of course we need to do it also not renderable, because we're not going to use it to render. Okay, and another thing we need to do here is right click, go to Phoenix properties, and let's remove this from solid object, so it will not be solid object. Now we can add that object into our simulation. So I'm gonna select my particle tuner right here, and let's go and click edit condition. So here on the edge we're going to select distance 2, and let's click on none and select our cylinder. So our distance is set up to cylinder. Now here let's do random between 1 and let's say 20. So between 1 and 20 frames, this is randomly when our particles going to die. We're going to kill them and they're not going to exist anymore. So this is a very good limiting option. If you want to have more random spread around, you can increase that amount and do, for instance, from 0 to 50 frames. Depends on your simulation. But this is what's going to kill those particles. And it's going to choose the random amount of frames between 1 and 20 frames. So basically almost a second. Okay, so now this being set up, One last thing we need to do in the particle here, we need to click here, delete particles. And now we can start and simulate our water fountain. So I'm going to select my Phoenix liquid and let's click start and simulate our border. Alright, and the simulation was complete. As you can see here, we have a very nice random circle that is limiting our fountain. And you can see how those particles spread around randomly and creating this natural looking spherical shape, the shape that we created by using this cylinder in order to limit our liquid fountain simulation. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this. You can post any requests for more videos and tutorials for those cool things that we can do with Phoenix FD and V-Ray 5.